Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And today we've got a fun one. We've got So Nice They Made It Twice, 3 times, 4 times, hard to tell, with these brand new from Ringside Hulk Hogan's Greatest Hits and Hulk Hogan's, I guess, Greatest Hits Ultimate Edition. So I do have the figures that these are kind of like updated or slightly different versions of from my collection up here, so you can kind of see if you need it, don't need it, that kind of thing. Starting here with the Greatest Hits Elite. I do believe this Hogan was the 3-pack that was in Target. I could be wrong, which is also in Ollie's at this point. So you can see a little bit of difference here. We're gonna this shirt actually I like better than that shirt, but obviously the bottoms are different, the boots are different, knee pads and trunks are a little different here. So we'll get into that and decide if it's worth it. I gotta have them all, so that's just me. And then over here we have the Ultimate version. I believe this is what we're going for. It may not be this exact figure. There's one other one in my collection that's about the same. This one's a little older, and obviously not near as tan, so there's that. Accessory-wise, we can see here we have, yet again, this belt. So we've got this belt 3 times. A little overkill. Maybe instead of this belt with this figure, maybe an extra head, so we can have a little bit of difference here in the swappable heads, but we'll get into that once we get there. So if you want to resell some belts, you're definitely going to have the opportunity here, but Hulkamania shirt, all that good stuff. Right off the bat, I would say if you already have this guy, do you need that guy? No. If you already have this guy, do you need that guy? Yeah, I would think so. I think there's enough meat on the bone here, especially with it being an Ultimate, that you can definitely sell that to yourself as an upgrade, as kind of a, if this is your era of Hogan, man, it's a good one, especially with this shirt in here. It's a really good looking figure from the outside. Obviously, once we get in there, we'll decide. So pick and choose. I collect them all. I got to have all the Hogan Elite and above figures from Mattel, so I had to get these. They are different enough to count. Some of them, if they have just a slight tan, I don't do, but these, like I said, different enough to count. But let's go ahead, get into these guys, unbox them, put these guys back on the shelf, and get into the Hulk Hogan Greatest Hits Ultimate and Greatest Hits Elite, I guess, collection we'll go with. That sounds good. Alright, we got them out of the package, and I must say a very clean, very tan, good looking Hogan right here. I think I like this pose. I'm going to go ahead and keep him in this pose, maybe adjust his head just a little bit, but I think that works. I think I'm going to take this off too. Let's go ahead and try to make them different. When you get some of these like small upgrades, you really gotta kind of finagle with things if you're gonna buy them all. If not, obviously you can do whatever. You can do your strongest man, you can do your what you gonna do finger, all that good stuff. But I think this is really cool. I dig it. If you're a Hulkamaniac, do you have to have this? Nah, I don't think you have to have it. But if you're a super Hulkamaniac to the point to where maybe you have like a tattoo of him or something crazy like that, then yeah, I think you gotta have this Hulkster. But let's get on to one that everybody, I think, needs to have this version of. This thing is really looking good in the package. But let's go ahead and check out this Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan. Whew, this looks rad. Let's get into it. Alright, we got Hogan out. Again, I'm not going to go into the hands. You get your hands, your Hogan hands, you know what you're getting. But let's go ahead and get into the other accessories. Again, we do have the belt. Quick look at that. So that's 2 of these, and they're released at the same time. Would have preferred they went a different route than the belt, but I get it. It's Ultimate. You want to have a belt. It's just a personal preference for me. And also, this is also a personal preference for me, is the Velcro in the front shirt. So you can do the tearaway, I get it, but also like that doesn't look all that great if you're going to do a tearaway. I just prefer a fitted Hogan look personally. But since it's like that, I'll probably do the open up thing. I don't have a whole lot of him tearing open his shirt, so maybe we'll go that route with this one. And then we have to decide on which one of his 3, that is right, Ultimate Edition's 3 heads to go with. None of them seem to be ultra expressive. This is just a nice, happy Hogan heading down to the ring, cheesing. That he's getting to cash in another Mania check from old Vinnie Mac, so looks good there. Very smooth, good looking face there. No mustache in the teeth, no teeth in the mustache, that kind of thing. So really nice. And also want to point out his little bandana does have spot in all of these figures, or all of these heads to slide back into. It looks like you can slide his bandana onto all these different things. So we'll have a look at that in just a moment. I shouldn't say this one has no expression, but I get it. It's just not my favorite head expression. It's good for one or two. Not what if I'm gonna have a definitive Hogan. I definitely won't be going with this look personally. But everything, like I said, is right. Teeth are there, mustache is there, eyes are looking crazy. Looks pretty good. There's another one that is kind of like this, another head that is kind of like this, and this is definitely executed far better. So I do like that. And on to the figure itself. Like I said, this is removable. Comes off pretty easy. I really just wish there was a way that these would stay in a little bit better when you're moving them around, but I do like the idea that you can move them from head to head that you can want to. We got the cross hanging there. This one definitely sits a lot better than some in the past, and which I'm sure is just a matter of packing. But I think there was one that had that it was just like stuck in like this position, but this lays down pretty flat. Almost feels a little thinner, so maybe that's why that is like that. But obviously a very nice Hogan tan, just a kind of a generic straight faced, all right, let's do this brother kind of look. Obviously jacked all throughout, nice and bulky, butterfly, all that good stuff. Legs do go up pretty good, so no problem there. Looks like we might have finally gotten our Vietnam issue worked out. Yep, and this is from Vietnam, so maybe they finally got that worked out. But looks really, really good. I'm happy with that. That hot dog tan is definitely on fire for sure. No plastic chipping, nothing there for a Vietnam factory. Pretty good, but let's go ahead and get these guys posed out and give our final thoughts on this Hulkamania 2-pack, basically, for me. But these two greatest hit versions, Elite and Ultimate, of the Hulkster. Alright, and there we go. I will say on the headband on this head sculpt, it doesn't quite fit, so it's just kind of hanging off the side. I think it's okay, but it doesn't fit into the side quite like the one that it comes with out of the package, which is this one doesn't quite fit on the side there. But you can make it work. Overall, I gotta say the only thing I'm disappointed in is that we don't have a different head for this one. Getting the same exact head is kind of a bummer. I get it, it's a greatest hit, it's supposed to just be a re-release to get it out to people that missed it out on the first time, and change it up just a little bit for people like me who want to go ahead and get another one. But I would have liked to see that change. That's just me at the end of the day. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below, and while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like the video, and of course subscribe to the channel as we post new content every single day. But it is time to get on out of here. It's time to get all these guys back onto the shelf, and I think after this one, because these were Ringside figures, so they were a little expensive, so maybe, just maybe, I need to have a little drink. Maybe was it All-American beer or something like that? But I guess we will see. But it is time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back, and we'll see you all next time, brother.